Welcome to Tea Time with Mama Swoo. My 92 years old mom passed away peacefully 4 years ago. I miss her. I miss her nagging me. She is my inspiration for calling myself Mama Swoo. This means that I get to nag you to take better care of your data. Please back up your data locally and to the cloud. Oh yeah, be sure to wear a jacket or a sweater when it's cold outside. Just joking, not really. Since I'm currently using a mid-2020 MacBook Pro, my backup strategy is centered around the Mac operating system. However, most of these concepts are applicable to Windows users. I care about preserving my analog and digital photos and all my video files and projects because they are time-consuming or impossible to recreate. I've worked at Intel for almost 37 years in engineering. Computers and electronics will fail, and it's only a matter of time. Summary. My backup strategy involves using Time Machine, Carbon Copy Cloner, Backblaze, Google Drive, Google Photos, Zenfolio, monthly archiving, yearly archiving, and also cold storage archiving. Time Machine. I search for the system preferences, look for Time Machine, open it up. I have configured Time Machine so it's backing up automatically. It is going to a lazy, rugged 5 terabyte drive. You can see my oldest backup and also the latest backup. And in fact, you can see the next backup scheduled. Time Machine keeps local snapshots as space permits, hourly backups for the next 24 hours, daily backups for the past month, and weekly backups for all previous months. And the oldest backups are deleted when your disk becomes full. Options allow me to exclude these items from backups, such as the backup of my backup, so I exclude those. And in order to save disk space on my Time Machine drive, I've actually also excluded my external 2 terabyte SSD. And I also excluded some of the cloud-based data sources. I use Backblaze to back up selected data to the cloud. Backblaze runs continuously in the background. In the system preferences, look for Backblaze. In the settings page, I can select hard drives to backup. I have selected my Macintosh hard drive. I have selected my Orange 2021, which is an external hard drive, as well as my Samsung USB 4, which is my external 2 terabyte SSD. When these two external drives are attached, Backblaze will do its best to back up the data. There are other preferences to set, such as performance, schedule, which I set to continuously. This is recommended. If there are anything that I can exclude, I will include here. There are standard file types that will not be backed up. I can go online. By using a web browser, I can log into my Backblaze account. Notice that I'm using Backblaze to back up both my MacBook Pro as well as a desktop iMac. On my MacBook Pro, I'm using Backblaze to back up my Macintosh hard drive as well as 2 external drives. On my iMac, I'm using Backblaze to not only back up the Macintosh hard drive, but also 3 external drives. I'm using Backblaze to back up 30 years worth of data. I use Carbon Copy Cloner to back up my MacBook Pro, which is 500 megabyte, my external portable SSD, which is 2 terabyte, and external portable hard drive, 5 terabyte, to a desktop hard drive that's 14 terabyte, which has been partitioned 3 ways. So in Carbon Copy Cloner, you can see that I have a task where I'm copying from MacBook Pro to a partition on my desktop hard drive, and it's so the backup is whenever source files are modified. I have another task that back up my external portable SSD to my desktop hard drive, and this will run when the disk is attached to my MacBook Pro. Similarly, I have another task that copy my external portable hard drive, which is 5 terabyte, to a desktop, to a partition, to an external desktop hard drive. And the automation is also run on Appearance. Google Drive. I use Google Drive to selectively back up some of my most important or active data, such as data in my Documents and Pictures folder. On my MacBook Pro, I have chosen the folders on my computer to sync with Google Drive, including Pictures, Desktop, and Documents. I use Google Photos to deliver either proofs or edited photos. Zenfolio. I deliver my finished sports photos to my agency on Zenfolio. To ensure that I have the best balance of performance and reliability, I try to work with active photography and videography projects on my MacBook Pro's internal SSD or the 2 terabyte external portable SSD that has a Thunderbolt USB 4 interface. Monthly, I archive data from MacBook Pro and external portable SSD to an external portable hard drive. Yearly, I archive data from my external portable hard drive to desktop hard drives, which are actually also backed up to the cloud via Backblaze. Every several years, I do cold storage archiving of data and put the disk at another location. Cold storage means that the drives are not powered up. This is just a brief overview. There is a method to my madness. It's meant to be methodical. Fortunately, most of these backup solutions run in the background without much of my knowledge or involvement. Do you have a better way? Please feel free to comment. Thank you for watching. And yes, do please put on a jacket or a sweater when the weather is cold. Stay warm and dry from Mama Swoo.